Hello, darling. Merry Grinchmas, and welcome to 20 Days of Canva Magic. I'm your host, Melly Grinch, because who says a Grinch can't sprinkle a little Christmas magic? And together, we're about to embark on the most festive creative journey ever. Throughout these 20 days, my Grinchy little minions will be popping in to add their mischief and charm. But let's be clear. I'm running the main show. Over the next few weeks, we're diving into a wonderland of creativity, crafting content that's as magical as it is merry. The best part, every design, every idea, every piece of content will channel all things Grinch and Christmas because the holiday season is here, and it's time to shine. Oh, and here's a holiday treat just for you. Head over to thejunecreation.com for 50% off all items during this festive season. It's my way of making sure your holidays sparkle with creativity and inspiration. Don't miss a moment of the magic. Hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel so you're notified every time we drop a new festive creation. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming. Grinch-inspired treasures, Christmas delights, and surprises to keep your creative spirit soaring. Let's create, celebrate, and make this a Grinchmas to remember. Stay tuned, because this is just the beginning.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the live. I am so excited to have you all here. And if you're tuning in, that means you're ready to learn how to create a stunning professional website using Shopify, as well as getting the most top tier professional pictures using AI to generate those images for us. During these lives, we're going to make sure that you're learning things that will help grab people's attention, whether you're new to design or have some experience. My tutorials always give you everything that you need to create content that reflects your unique style and message. So for those of you who are joining for the first time and may not know who I am, my name is Melinda, but you can call me Mel. And I am a digital marketer and I'm a content creator with a passion for helping entrepreneurs, authors, creative designers, business owners kind of design their own professional looking content without needing to hire a big design team, without needing to hire photographers. I run the June Creation, and that is where I create AI generated content and offer all types of tools for you guys to help you to create your standout website or content that you're trying to create. I've worked with tons of creatives and business owners to help them bring their ideas to life. And I just love teaching others how to use tools like Canva and Midjourney so that they can unlock their design potential. I already see some people commenting on the live. Hello, Kimberly. Thank you for joining. If you guys are on the live, make sure you're liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you are not already following me on YouTube, scan the QR code and make sure you're following now. Why? Because I do go live every single weekday at 7 p.m. You can ask the people in the comments. I give you guys gems. No gatekeeping. So make sure that you are subscribed so that you don't miss any videos, because these videos are game changers. As you can see, the people are in the comments. Hello, my heart and soul creations. I have my day ones who join every single day, and they can tell you there's no gatekeeping on this channel. And you're pretty much going to learn a lot of stuff that you can take at the end of this session and take action on for your own brand yourself. If you are a part of Facebook, make sure you're also joining the Facebook group. It has a couple hundred members on there. And the reason why the Facebook group is important to join is because if there's ever a day that I do not go live, I announce it on the Facebook group. So that way you're not expecting something on YouTube and not seeing it. I make all announcements in the Facebook group, so make sure you join that. And lastly, before we get into the tutorial, I do want to talk about the 50% off that we have. We have 50% off of all products on the website using code Grinchmas. This sale is going to go on until Friday because we're going to have our Black Friday sale. but the Black Friday sale is a little bit less of a discount than this. This is going to be the most discount that you ever see on my website, on my store. So make sure you get something before time runs out. One of our most popular sessions right now is the Elevate One-on-One with Mel. As you can see, like, these lives are very detailed, but then I do a one-on-one just as detailed, if not more, when you guys book the Elevate One-on-One session. On the website, you will see it listed at 150, but like I said, 50% off. You are getting half price, so that's $75. Yes, code Grinchmas, and no gatekeeping at all. This is a no gatekeeping channel. But another thing before we get into the tutorial is I do want to take a moment to shout out Barbie SL with words that motivate us. She did say in the comments, this was from yesterday's live, I believe. She said, "Your video was truly inspiring. Thank you for taking the time to share your insights and expertise with such clarity and passion. It's clear how much effort went into creating this content and is deeply appreciated. Keep up the amazing work." Thank you so much for your comment, Barbie SL, whether you're watching live or if you're going to come back and watch the replay later. Thank you so much for the comments. We've been getting a bunch of comments like this. So I don't have to lie. The people will tell you, you will learn from this channel, and there is no gatekeeping. So let's get into the tutorial. So if you joined the live yesterday, pretty much we were taking one of our clients' website who booked the website session, and we were creating images for her using Midjourney. So today we're gonna create a couple more images. These were the images we created yesterday. I showed you guys how to create an image like this in Midjourney and what type of prompts to use, how to get the prompts. We talked about how ChatGPT can give us the descriptions for our products on Shopify. So these were some of the images we generated. We talked about how we can move things around on a label. So she had a label and we kind of like move things around. So whenever you have a piece of text or anything that you have at all, there are changes. You can treat Canva like Photoshop at this point because there are some changes that you can make to rearrange things on a label or on any piece of content. We talked about product mockups. So this was a mockup that we got from a special website, which we'll go into in a few. And we were able to just take that that label that we redid from the original label, which looked very similar to this, and put it on as a mock-up. These were just like body scrub images, gel patch images, and it just goes on and on and on of what we were creating. Now, to give you a view of the website that we were creating, if I come over here to the online store, so this is just the default mockup. Today we're actually going to go into themes, right? This is not the theme of the store. This is not the theme that we're selecting. This is just a default theme that comes with Shopify once we signed up. So this is how the products look. The products that have two images do show both images. The theme that I was playing around with that we might possibly go with for this site is the unicorn theme. So if I show it to you right now and let's do a preview and we go to shop, you'll see that this is how it looks here. And I think that this looks absolutely amazing. This bar I did not create with you guys on the live. I believe I added it after the fact. This is the Rose Radiance bar. But these were the images that we did create on the live yesterday. So like I said, we are going to create a couple more images. We do need to add a few more images to the site. Right now we have how many products? Right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 products. Let's try to add about 3 or 4 more, and so that I can show you guys and do the tutorial, and then we can go into selecting the theme. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to go to our client's website. Her website is Pursuit by Brittany Ashley. And we're just going to take a look at some of the products that she has. So this is the website that we're recreating. She's a client of mine's. She said that she needed help with her website. These are her products. And these are the images that we've been looking at so that we can recreate ours. For example, this is the 6-ounce turmeric, kojic acid, and sea moss soap. So when I click on it, you get a better vision of the photos that she has. And what we recreated was this right here. So this is the original image, and this is what we were able to create using AI, using Midjourney. So just to give you an example of some of the stuff that we went over yesterday and how we recreated it. I'm going to see if I can find one more example to show you before we dive right into creating the images. This was the gel patch. So the gel under eye 4K patch, these were the images that she had. And this is the image right here that we created with Midjourney. We created this image right here. So just so you can get a sense of like how we are making sure to upgrade these images. This was the image she had for the turmeric and sea moss brightening lip scrub. And that was like one of the very first images we created yesterday, which is this, where you can see the turmeric lip scrub, and you can also see the turmeric and all of those things on the side. If you guys do have any questions, make sure you put it in the comments. Like I said, this is a Q&A, so take advantage of that and just ask any questions that you have. So now we're going to go back to our client's website, which is right here. And we're just going to look for another image to select. I was kind of taking a look at the website. She has 27 pages of products, but I do believe that she's going to be scaling it down a bit. She's not going to be using up all 27 pages. There is a limit to the amount of products that we are recreating. So right now I was just kind of going through some of the pages, and I think I saw an image on page 7 that I wanted to recreate. So I think I wanted to recreate the honey turmeric sea moss clean bar. So this is one of the images that she has, one of the products that she has. And what we're going to do, the first step we're going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to go to ChatGPT. So this is something you can choose to do if you want to. So let's say if you know you have a product, and we know this product is called honey turmeric and sea moss clean bar. But let's say if that's just what comes to your mind when you're describing the product, so that's why you make it that name. Let's say if you wanted a custom name for it, right? What you can do is you can copy it. So I'm going to go ahead, select it, right click and copy. And I'm going to go to ChatGPT. And I'm actually going to go to our chat from yesterday, because ChatGPT does save the chats. And as you can see, I was going in and I was saying stuff like organic fun name for this product I'm selling on Shopify. So there was one for the 2-ounce turmeric and sea moss brightening lip scrub. And it said to call it the Glow Kiss Scrub. So that's what we called it. And then I said, give me a Shopify description. And then it went ahead and it gave me a Shopify description. And I just kept doing this over and over and over for each of the products. So I'm going to do it now again. I'm going to say, give me a fun organic name. Is that what I said? Give me, or I'm going to say organic fun name for this product I'm selling on Shopify. And I'm just going to paste it. And this is the honey turmeric sea moss clean bar. So one of the reasons why I like ChatGPT is that it does preserve the chat history. So this will always be here. You can name it whatever you want, and you can always come back to it and keep everything in one thread. So that way you don't have multiple different tabs open about the same thing. So I'm just going to scroll down because ChatGPT does give you answers in seconds. And it says, call it the Golden Glow Clean Bar. And now I'm going to ask it to give me a Midjourney prompt for it. Give me a Midjourney prompt for this. And let me see what exactly I was saying yesterday. Create a Midjourney prompt for me. Let's see what else I was saying. Midjourney prompt for this image. Okay. So I'm just going to say, give me a Midjourney prompt for this. And I'm going to hit enter because maybe we don't know how we want to generate this image. Maybe we can't find the words. So this is telling me a beautiful handcrafted clean bar with a golden warm hue, featuring swirls of honey and turmeric and flecks of sea moss. The soap is styled on a natural wooden tray surrounded by raw honeycomb, turmeric roots, and sprig of fresh sea moss. Soft golden sunlight enhances the natural textures, and warm tones, creating an inviting, organic spa like aesthetic with a hint of luxury. So this is saying warm golden hue, swirls of honey and turmeric, flecks of sea moss. But let's take a look at that image. So that's not exactly how the product image looks, and that's perfectly fine. So what we're going to do is we are going to take a screenshot of this, like so, and we're going to come back to this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that screenshot and I'm going to drag and drop it to Chat GPT. And what I'm going to say is make the mid journey prompt align with the look of how this soap bar is, but keep the aesthetic the same. And let's see what that gives us. So this says a rich translucent soap bar with a deep amber hue, polished to a smooth finish with clean angular edges, styled on a natural wooden surface with subtle reflections, surrounded by raw honeycomb, fresh turmeric roots, and delicate sea moss strands. Soft, warm lighting highlights the soap's glossy texture and golden undertones, creating a luxurious organic spa-like aesthetic that feels earthy yet refined. So you see what it did there. I told it to take the take this image, make the prompt align with how the actual soap bar looks, because we actually have a picture of the soap bar for this, but I want to keep the same aesthetic, meaning I still want to keep the visual of it surrounded by the raw honeycomb or the fresh turmeric roots or the delicate sea moss strands, right? We're looking for aesthetically appealing images. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this and I'm going to copy it and I'm going to go to Midjourney. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Create tab and I'm going to paste it. Then I'm going to hit Enter. But before I hit Enter, what I talked about with you guys yesterday, for those of you who were on the live, is your settings are very important. And it's important for the size of your images to be consistent throughout your whole website. So we decided that we're going to settle on having square images. So that is why I have the default setting for my image size as square. Let's say if you wanted something to be a portrait, like a 4x5, sorry, a 3x4 or a 4x5. 4x5 is the Instagram portrait mode. You can manually put it in or use the slider to get the value that you want. Or let's say if you wanted it to be landscape, like a 4x3 or even a 16x9 for YouTube, you can do that as well. However, for this website in particular, we're going to stick to the square images. For the aesthetic, we're going to leave it at 100, which is the default. We don't want any weirdness, which kind of introduces quirky qualities to our image. We don't want a lot of variety because we want the images to look as close as possible as the same so that we can make a selection. And we are using version 6.1 of Midjourney, which is the latest version that Midjourney has available. So now that I've gone ahead and I'm putting my prompt, I'm just going to select on Enter. And it's going to create a prompt. Now, another thing I want to show you guys that we were doing yesterday is that you can take the prompt and you can also use images as style references or character references. So let's say we use this as a character reference, right? I'm going to show you how it looks as the character reference, and I'm going to show you how it looks with a style reference. So let's say if we use the character reference, I'm going to select on this little man or little character person that you see here. And I'm going to hit Enter. And you're going to see the differences between the image with no reference, the image with the character reference, and the image with the style reference. So with no reference at all, it's going a little bit too much into this whole honeycomb look with this raw honey stuff. So that's how it looks because it doesn't have a reference. This is how the character reference image looks. So we went ahead and we took the images of the soaps that we already had and we added it to this. And this is how the style reference looks. Now, me personally, I'm not happy with either one of these images just yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rerun this prompt with the style reference. And I'm also going to rerun the one, well, I reran the one with the character reference. I'm also going to do a rerun with the one with the style reference so that it can go ahead and try the prompt again so that I can see if I see one that I like a little bit more so that we can use it. So while that's generating, for those of you who are watching on Facebook, make sure that you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. I have this streaming in both places. Sometimes I just stream to YouTube, but sometimes I do stream to both YouTube and Facebook. But YouTube is the always. I'm always streaming on YouTube. That is where there are streams every day. So if you're watching on the Facebook, just make sure you're quickly subscribing to the YouTube channel, and you can do so by clicking on this QR code. All right, now we're back here again, and we see that the images that is regenerated. I'm trying to see how I feel about it. I think I like this one the most, just because the shape of this bar kind of aligns with the shape that already exists with what she has on her website. And as you can see, it looks like the exact same bar, just in a different setting. So imagine having an image like this where you stacked it up and you took a picture, and imagine now that you're taking that same bar with the same look, and you're able to put it in this nice aesthetic where you see the turmeric roots and the honeycombs and everything else in the background. So what we're going to do is, let's say if you're not 100% happy with this image. I am happy with this image, but let's say if you wanted to see more variety of this, you can do something called vary stroke. Hey, Feminine Melanin. Thank you for joining. Kimberly Burns. Thank you. Candy has a question. Can you show the difference of how you did the style reference versus how you did the character reference? Absolutely. So basically, in order to do a style or character reference, so sometimes it works a lot better when you're doing it with people, right? And when you're doing it with the aesthetic. So the style will take the style and aesthetic of an image, while the character reference will kind of just take kind of like how the person kind of looks, right? And you put that all together. However, when we're doing it with the images, I kind of like to do a combination of both. I like to do the character reference and I like to do the style reference, because I feel like both of them still give me the desired result. And then I just kind of select which one I want. So let's say if you wanted to do a character reference or a style reference to a prompt that was like completely new. Let's say if I had put in this prompt right here, and I wanted to use a style reference or a character reference, what you would do is the images that you want to use as a style and character reference, you would take it and you would drag and drop. You would drag and drop it into Midjourney like so. Once you drag and drop it, it uses it as an image reference because it's defaulted on this image symbol right here. But what we want to do is we want to use the character reference. We can select on it like this, and you see that the character reference is highlighted. Let's say if you wanted to use it as a character reference and a style reference, you would select on the shift key and then you would select on the style reference. So that way it can give you both. And we can actually try this out with both to see. But that is how you would add it. And you can add in as many pictures as you want. So clearly this one is the same picture, but you see it twice. It would be twice again if you selected another picture to use as a style reference or a character reference. So I don't believe there's a limit of how many images that you can use. You just have to assign each one to what type of reference you want to use it as, or else it's just going to default to the image reference. So when we do both, this is how it looks. When we do one, it looks like this. When we do the other, it looks like this. So I think I am going to stick to this image. I really liked how this one came out. This was the variation that we did based off of this image. And as you can see, the variation pretty much looks the same. It's just slight differences. Like you see a honeycomb here. You see, the honeycomb there. You see some soaps or something in the background there. So it's just little subtle differences that you see. But overall, I'm happy with this one right here. So with this one, I'm going to download it. And Kimberly said, wow, thank you for going over that again. I didn't get it last night. You're absolutely welcome. Remember, if there's something that you guys don't understand or you want me to explain again, just make sure you put it in the comment section. This is a live Q&A, and that's why I don't do pre-recorded, because I want you guys to be able to interact and be able to, and so that I can be able to answer any questions that you may have. So I've gone ahead and I've downloaded that image. And I've explained before that when you download images on Midjourney, you should always upscale the image. Like you should always do a subtle upscale. It's very important, and it tells you why. To upscale an image, it creates a larger version of the image, ideal for sharing, saving, or printing. That is very important because you want your image to be high quality. However, when you do keep doing these subtle upscales, it does count towards the amount of images you're able to generate on your monthly plan. I have the $30 a month plan because I generate a lot of images. So I have approximately 15 hours of image generation. But a lot of you might have the $10 plan, which is the basic plan, and only allows approximately 200 images per month. So if you have 200 images per month, I would say don't waste your time on upscaling it in Midjourney. You can upscale it in Canva, especially if you plan on bringing your project into Canva anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead to Canva, and these were the images we were creating yesterday. This was our Canva project, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add a page. When I add the page, I'm gonna go to my downloads folder where I downloaded the image that we generated from Midjourney, and I'm gonna drag and drop. And I'm gonna come over here and I'm just going to extend the image like so that it can take up the whole blank area of the Canva page. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select on the image and I'm going to go to my Upscaler app. So the app is called Image Upscaler. I'm looking for it right now. So the app is right here, right? It's called Image Upscaler. But let's say if you don't have the app, I have the app already, but let's say if you don't have the app, how you would get the app is that you would come to this navigation menu here on the side and you would go to apps and you can just type something in like upscale and select enter, and it's going to show you all of the upscale apps. So the one I use, like I said, is called Image Upscaler, and it has a picture of a butterfly and a magnifying glass, and you would just select on it and it would create that app for you under your app navigation menu. Now we're probably going to do an upscale resolution of 2x, even though we got this from Midjourney. Like, it's pretty upscale already, but we just want that little extra, to make it look extra crisp, extra good, make it look amazing on the website. So we're just gonna do a 2x resolution. It does tell us our image is already high resolution, so that's why we don't need to go into the 4x or 8x. The image is not blurry, the image is not grainy or any of those things, so 2x should be fine. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to select on upscale. And it does tell you that this can take a few moments. Kimberly said, I learned the hard way. I used all my fast time upscaling. Yep, that time does go by really, really fast sometimes when you're upscaling things. So, just take that extra step and do it in Canva. I'm bringing this image to Canva anyways, and I'm going to show you why in a second. But just take the extra step and bring it to Canva because Canva will do it for you for free. And that just saves you some fast hours and some image generations for the month. So we're still waiting for it to upscale. Sometimes it does take a bit. And while we're waiting, does anyone have any additional questions? I just hate keeping you guys in silence so much sometimes. Sometimes we do need to have that silent moment just to let an image generate. This is taking longer than usual. If you do see that it takes longer than usual, sometimes I cancel it. I come back to it later. I'm just going to just quickly cancel it and upscale again and see if it makes a difference. But no matter how long it takes, regardless, your image is going to upscale. There you go. So now it's gone ahead and upscaled. My Heart and Soul Creation says not so far. You guys don't have any questions so far? You guys are just soaking in all of this information, huh? So it shows you the before and it shows you the after. And the thing is, like I said, the image is already high resolution. So it's just very subtle changes that happen in terms of the clarity and quality of the image, but it's still very important to upscale it, because even if someone was to take your image now and put it on a big widescreen TV, the quality of the image will still be so amazingly great because you upscale the image, so it's able to stretch out and you're able to kind of just watch it on different um, media devices without having issues with it looking blurry, grainy, or nothing like that. Yep, you guys are taking all of the information in. That's amazing. Yes, take notes, take notes. All right, so now we've gone ahead and created that image. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to take the image that I created and I am going to go back to Midjourney. And I'm going to say for the Golden Glow bar, give me a Shopify description. And I'm actually going to take that new image that we had, just so it doesn't talk about the honeycomb swirls and all of those other things. I'm going to take that image like so. And I'm just going to select on enter so it can stay consistent with how the bar looks. So it says Golden Glow Bar, literally in seconds. Honey, turmeric, and sea moss soap indulge in the luxurious radiance of the Golden Glow Bar, a handcrafted soap designed to cleanse, nourish, and rejuvenate your skin naturally. Infused with the golden goodness of honey, the brightening power of turmeric, and the hydrating benefits of sea moss, this soap is your perfect companion for glowing, healthy skin. Then it goes into the key features. It's enriched with honey to deeply moisturize and soothe, etc. It goes into why you'll love it, okay? And it says that it combines nature's finest ingredients. Then it even goes into how you can use it. So it says, wet the soap and create a lather in your hands or on a washcloth. Gently massage onto damp skin in circular motion. Then you rinse thoroughly and you pat dry. So it gives you everything. And what we're going to do is we're just going to copy this like so. And we're going to go into Shopify. And under the products section, we're going to create a product. And we're going to do that by selecting on add product. And I'm just going to paste it right here into the description. And there you go. You have it right there in the description. I'm going to take the name of the product that it gave me. It told me to name it Golden Glow Clean Bar. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I need to add the media. So we're just going to come back here really quick, right? Because we haven't downloaded this image yet. So if you weren't on the live yesterday and you're wondering why all of these images are on one page, for two reasons. Number one, there's a grid view, right? Where you can kind of just look at everything on one page as opposed to looking at it as a list and kind of see and get the sense of how all your images are going to flow together. Number two is when you have all of your images created, it just makes it easy for you to download it so that you're not downloading each image one by one. You can literally just click on the share button, select on download, and it will download all of the pages for you into a zip folder. And then you can open up that zip folder and have all of your images in one folder. When we do the one by one thing, your images are not in one folder unless you manually put it in one folder. It's just going to be randomly on your desktop. And we don't really like that, but we're going to be doing that in this case because we did this yesterday already when we did all of the images. But right now we're only doing one image, which is the last image right here that we just generated and upscaled. So that's page 14. I'm going to select on page 14. I'm going to hit done and I'm going to hit download. Now, guess what the next thing I'm going to do is for generating this image? I'm going to do my favorite thing ever. I am going to drag and drop. Okay? Everything has the ability to drag and drop nowadays. Like, these tools are making it easier for us. There is no need to select menus, to upload images, look for it in your folder, and do all of those things. You literally just take it, you drag it, and you drop it. You drag it and you drop it. So we've gone ahead and done the drag and drop, and you'll see that the category automatically updates for us and lets us know that this is a bar soap in bath and body, and it has three metadata fields, which are age group and suitable for skin type. So it actually has two metadata fields, but these are the metadata fields, and it kind of just adds in that extra information for our product. Now, to talk about pricing, right? You would put the pricing here. If you do have an LLC, I do suggest that you charge tax on this product, right? You should be charging tax on your products, especially if you have an LLC and you're running this as an actual business. This is where you can track the inventory. So this is where you put how many of this product you have available. So let's just say if we put 10, and this is a physical product. If it was a digital product, you would uncheck this, but this is a physical product, so we're gonna leave it checked. For the status, we can leave it as active. There are different sales channels. So you can, let me just do manage sales channel. You can select one of these, you can deselect them. There are more that are available, but you would have to integrate it. For example, TikTok Shop, Google and YouTube, Facebook and Instagram, Inbox. These are all channels that you can use to generate sales and to have people buy your products. So yes, you can add more if you want to. You just have to integrate it. And then there are different markets. Are you shipping internationally or are you shipping in the United States? There are options for both of those. If your thing is just something that is nationwide and you live in the United States of America, then you would keep it at United States. But if you want to expand it to other international territories, you can do so, and vice versa. If you live internationally outside of the US, where I think most of us are from, let's say if you live in Europe, you would do international to like send it to the United States and stuff. And we're gonna get into product organization. If we don't get it into this live, we're definitely gonna get into it into one of the next lives, because we will be doing Shopify all week. I do want to finish up this website for my client, and like further along the line, we're gonna talk about the product type, vendor, collections, and tags. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit save. So now that I've hit save, you'll see that I got a little pop up. If you caught it, it said that the product was saved, and I'm just gonna go back and I can get a view of all of my products. Let's say if I selected all of these, I can do a bulk edit as well. Let's say if I selected all 6 products and I wanted to do bulk edit. So with the bulk edit, let's say if I wanted to change the price for everything at once, I can just do it in this sheet. This is like an Excel/CSV style sheet where you can just come in and you can manually put in what you want to put in. So let's say if I wanted all products to be $10, I can do that, and I believe I can just drag this and you'll see that everything changes to 10. And that is essentially how an Excel spreadsheet works. So I'm just going to put it back to 0. And you can change the on-hand quantity that you have, which is your inventory type. You can change some of the metadata category fields as well, like for age group. There are so many different things you can add. There's also different columns you can add as well. Maybe you don't want to see some of these columns. You can check and see what columns you want to see. Maybe we want to see the description column. Maybe we want to see the tags column, right? Tags are very important. Collections are very important. So those are the type of columns that you would essentially should care to see. I don't think they have a column for collections, it looks like, but they definitely have one for tags. And that is important because the collections, you can set them up so that it automatically pulls in certain tags so that it could pull your product into that collection. And you could even do product media so that you can get kind of a thumbnail proxy view of what the media looks like. So this is how it looks. So I see the product title along with the media. I see the description. You see the media here too. So this tells you this product has 2 images. This tells you that this product has 3 images. This product has 1 image. And you can choose to add in additional images if you want all of your products to have more than 1 image. And you can also check off if you want this product to be active or if you want it to be a draft. So someone said, let's look at the comments. I'm hoping to take advantage of your Black Friday sale. Not sure what I need to purchase because I'm lost setting up my Shopify store. I have AutoDS, but really lost. Tech challenge, pretty much. I completely got you, Debbie. We can definitely work together. I do have one-on-one consultations if you want to talk about it more. Those one-on-one consultations do have 50% off using code Grinchmas on the website. And that 50% off is only effective into Black Friday. On Black Friday, I do have another sale, but it's not going to be 50% off. I believe that it's going to go from $75 with the sale to $100. So just make sure you take advantage of the one-on-one before before that date. But if you want to take advantage of me designing your website for you, all of the website prices are going to go up on the website and on sale by the 29th for Black Friday. You guys are saying A to my drag and drop. Yup. You guys, if you guys know me, y'all know my drag and drop song. Candy said, I see the client originally had her own website. Is it better to have a Shopify site instead of a personal site? I'm not sure exactly what you mean. Okay, so yes, she has a website already, and it is a Shopify site. So if we go to her website, which is right here, if we scroll all the way down, you will see that it says that it's powered by Shopify. So this is a Shopify site, and it does have a Shopify theme. So what we're doing is we're essentially revamping it, but we're just redoing it all over again because she wants to change the theme. She wanted to change the product images. There were a lot of things that she wanted to change. So we're just treating it as if we're like creating a brand new website all over again because we've also changed the descriptions and we've changed everything completely. But it is good to have a Shopify site. Um, Personal sites, like every site kind of has its own like host or server. So there's also like Wix, there's Squarespace, there's Shopify, there's so many different things. My preference when it comes to websites and my specialty does focus more on Shopify. And I do think that that is the best way, and it's a trusted way to kind of get clients and customers to your site and for them to make their purchases. Shopify has a lot of integrations, and that's what's so amazing about it. Oh, Tyler Kirby said Flossie is here. Hello, Tyler Kirby. And Candy said, okay, I understand. I didn't realize it was a Shopify site. I see it now. Yes, it is a Shopify site. She's using Shopify. And what makes it easy is that I'm going to be able to just come in here and transfer this site to her. So she does give me special credentials that I go into where you can pretty much limit what you can see. Right now, I actually have it under my own thing. But I'm gonna be able to easily just transfer this over to her. But yes, we're gonna continue to use Shopify. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna exit out of this because I didn't really make any changes except for the columns. So maybe I will save it. All I did was change the amount of columns that we have here. So I know that when I come back, I'm gonna still see those same columns, and we're just gonna come back to the product page. And now we're gonna get into the fun part, which is the theme. Someone says Shopify has a lot of perks. It absolutely does. So to go to your website's theme, to select a theme for Shopify, you can click on Online Store and you'll see that this is where the theme lives. If you want to do blog posts, that's where the blog post lives. That's where pages live, navigation, and preferences. Maybe we're going to go into pages and navigation later on this week. Those are two very important things because what pages is essentially is that you create pages, and this is where you can have like your contact page, your You can have your like home page, your category page, and just to kind of better explain it, like if you come to my website, you'll see that I have home, branding services, ebooks, stock images. All of these are pages. I had to create pages for this and link them together. It's a whole thing. I'm going to go into that with you guys on another session, but this is what the page means. And you link the pages to the navigation. So if we go back over here, you'll see the navigation tab. You'll see that the default main menu right now that it has is home, shop, collections, and contact. So that's why if we go onto the site, you'll see home, shop, collections, and contact, because that's what we have. This is the theme that we were playing around with. But now we're going to go into this theme section under online store. And as you can see, the theme that it currently has under the default is called taste. I personally don't like that theme, to each his own. And the theme that I saw was unicorn. And as you can see, it says theme trial. And the reason why it says theme trial is because this theme is not free. That's why there's a button here that says buy. Now, some of these themes are expensive, some of these themes are a little bit cheaper. However, there are some good free themes out there as well. To look for popular free themes, you can scroll down and you're going to see a bunch of different options here that you can use. There's Dawn, there's Refresh, there's Sense, there's Spotlight, there's Craft. And then you can actually visit the theme store to browse over 80 free and paid professional design themes. So you can go to the theme store and look for more themes. Now, personally, when it comes to free themes, I like Dawn. I've used Dawn before. It's very simple. I'm just going to add it to show you guys as an example. And it's installing the theme. That's how you install a theme. So once it installs the theme, as you can see, it already has these buttons, but it's grayed out because it's still installing. There's publish and there's customize as opposed to buy and customize. And that's because this is a free theme. So things are free when it says publish and not buy. So we're just going to wait for it to install the theme. And now that it's installed the theme, we can actually do like a preview of it. So if I click on the kebab menu or those three dots, you can do the preview. And this is how this theme looks. So essentially you would take your banner image and you would put it here. And you would come down here and you would look at your products. And like I said, it's very important that your products are the same size. That's why we do the square, right? So you see everything as a square. There isn't a mismatch of different sizes of the product images. Someone said that is what I use now. I use Dawn. Yep, Dawn is the most popular free theme, I feel like. And that is the one that I would side by as well if I were to use a Shopify theme. If we go to the shop page, you can see the products here as well, like so. So I am going to have a call with the client after this live or probably tomorrow morning to ask her what she prefers in terms of the free theme or the paid theme. But usually for this service, you do have to let me know upfront what you want just so that we can go ahead and get started. But because I was doing this on live and she volunteered for us to use her website as an example, so thank you very much, Pursued by Brittany Ashley. There are some further conversations that needs to be had. Someone says, oh yeah, I like how this looks. High five. Thank you. Okay. So now let's say if we go with the unicorn theme, which I really love, right? Let's say if we want to customize it. So we selected on the kebab menu or the menu with the three dots. I call it a kebab menu so that we can preview it or we can review it or yeah, you can preview or remove, but we want to customize. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select on this customize tab right here. And this is kind of where you kind of put in the theme settings, you may call it. Now, one of the things I love about this theme is that it has the date right here. And I had created a mock logo for this client just for demonstration purposes on the live. And what I love about the theme is when I scroll up, you're going to see that the mock logo, I actually have to do the preview. you're gonna see that the mock logo is gonna move up into the header, like so. I just love that. I don't know. That's like my favorite thing about it. It just moves up like so. Unicorn is not free. I believe it's about $200. So this is what I like. And what I would say about free themes versus paid themes, it all depends on your preference. It depends on like what you like, the type of vibe that you're trying to give. So the reason why I moved away from the free themes, because for my website, this is not a free theme. I believe my website is called Sleek, right? I have the Sleek theme. And it's just a little bit different than, the regular themes that everyone has for free. So that's why I selected this one. I really like it and whatnot. Um, so I don't have a free theme either. I have Sleek. And for this one that we're doing, this is Unicorn. Yep, $200. However, like I said, you can start off with the free theme. I did start off with the free theme. I wish I had a copy of how my old website looked. I would have to find like video clips of it. It still looked amazing with the free theme. But once I was starting to generate more income on my website, I was able to take that money and invest it into getting a paid theme. So I would say that if you are making money already from your sales and from your website and you have the free theme, you should take that money and you reinvest it into marketing, into design, and all of those things. So no pressure on starting off with a theme that's already paid. I didn't do a paid theme until I started making more money. So I suggest that you guys can do the same because the free themes are still very nice unless you have it in your budget to cash out a few $100s. My theme Sleek was about $300, so it was even more expensive than Unicorn. But like I said, to each his own, and it's perfectly fine to start out with the free theme. So let me just look at the comments really quick. So let's see. Yes, like, share, subscribe, shop with June, and sign up for the consultation. Absolutely, you guys. Um, my heart and soul actually signed up for a consultation. I see her in the comments. We had our consultation over the weekend. I don't see anyone else here that I had a consultation with, but she will tell you that it was informative. I try to be as thorough and informative as possible. I want to help you guys. I want to keep it affordable. I want to make sure you guys are winning. There's no gatekeeping. So I always say that I get on these lives and I'm super descriptive and I'm super in depth about what I talk about. But when I get with you guys one on one, we make it very specific to your brand. So let's see. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Your website is very nice. Yes. Yep. And my heart and soul said, yes, you will love it. You will love the consultation. Thank you so much, my heart and soul. All right. So now we're here in the theme settings, okay? So we've come over here, and as you can see, there is some items on the menu bar. There's sections, there's theme settings, and there is app embed. So you can embed different applications onto your website. Up here, you're gonna see that there is like default. This is like the default website. You can also do like business to business, international, United States. I just always keep it at default. And there's home pages, products, collections, collection lists. All of this kind of relates to the pages that you have, and so that you can set it up. So, for example, this says default page about like those pages that I talked about creating. We would create them here so that we can have a template for it and attach it to the navigation menu. My heart and soul creation says, I learned a lot. She wants us to win. I absolutely want you guys to win. You guys book that consultation service. You will not regret it. Okay, so here we have the header. So the header, as you can see, as I'm hovering over it, you'll see that this section right here gets highlighted. This is telling us that this is the header. The header includes the navigation. And if you wanted to hide the header, I would just do this and you would see that the navigation is gone. So to hide something, you can check and uncheck on the button. Then there's something called a mega menu. We don't have a mega menu here. But basically, what a mega menu is, I'm going to see if I can find an example for you, is something like this, where the menu kind of has like a drop down, and then you can kind of like further drop down into these things. It's just because it's not a traditional menu. It's something that like can expand so much more. Okay. Now it says image with text overlay. So this is the image right here. It used to have a text overlay, but I removed the text from it. If you wanted to add it back, you can click on add block and you can add buttons, you can add text, you can add a heading. So if I added a button, it would just say right here the button names. And for the buttons, I can select on them and kind of label them. So let's say if I wanted to say this, let's say if I wanted to say buy now, right? I would just type it in and you would see that the button updated. And then I would paste the link or the page or collection that I wanted that button to route to. And then there's style. So there's primary style. That's like the style of the button. So when it's on primary, you see that it kind of has like this grayish background. When it's on secondary, it's clear. And when it is on link style, it's just the link, like with an underline. Now the thing with Shopify is like this is not like Wix where you can just drag and drop stuff all over the page. Shopify does not function like that. Um, so just an FYI, sometimes where these buttons are, unless you know how to code and know how to like move things, which kind of takes a little bit more work, then you can move things around the page. But like with Wix, the difference with Wix is you literally just drag and drop literally anything on the page, and you can put it wherever you want. We can't really do that with Shopify. So let's say if I don't want this buttons button, because I don't, you can just remove the block. This is also a great place for you to put in your sorry. This is also a great place for you to put your banners, right? Like when you see website banners. For example, if I go to my website and you see this banner on the homepage, that is in that section as well. That is where that would live in this main section of the template up top. So you can create banners. I just chose to do the image overlay. And when you select on it, so if I click on it, it does give you a recommended aspect ratio so that you can know what size image to put. You're not going to take a one by one aspect ratio image that's a square and put it here. It tells you that the recommended aspect ratio is 2:1. So whatever you do, you're going to do 2:1. So if that means like, if you're not sure what 2:1 is for the aspect ratio, because when we come into Canva, right, you'll see stuff like 2000 by 2000 pixels. You're not really putting an aspect ratio in Canva. What you can do is you can go to ChatGPT and you could create a new chat and you can just ask ChatGPT. You can say, I am uploading an image to my website on Shopify. The recommended aspect ratio is 2:1. What are some pixel like px values I can put for a custom size in Canva so that I can generate an image this size? And I'm going to hit enter and it should probably give me an answer. So it gives me a bunch of answers. It says that, hey, to create a 2:1 aspect ratio in Canva, you can use the following pixel dimensions. You could do 2000 by 1000, 1600 by 800, 1200 by 600, 1000 by 500, 800 by 400. Obviously, the higher this number is, the bigger the image will be. So this is 2000 wide and 1000 tall. If you want it to be a little bit narrower and shorter, you can do the 800 by 400 pixel. And it just tells you choose a size based on the resolution you want for the Shopify website. Higher pixel dimensions are better for quality, especially if the image will be displayed prominently. So the higher the pixels are, the dimensions are, the better the quality is. However, we do upscale all of our images, so honestly, you don't even need to worry about that. You can literally just select on anything depending on the size and the outcome that you want. Okay, so that is how we came up for the size of this image. But if you wanted to do a banner, of course, you can do that. I don't know if this image is going to stay here. Still thinking about what we're going to put here. We're going to think about that and come up with something in the upcoming days. I think I am going to put a banner here instead. And we're, of course, going to design that banner on the live so that I can show you guys how to design a banner for your website. Now, it says that the image overlay background is transparent. There's just little, there are little things that you could put here. You do have the option also to put in a video here. You can put the URL for the video, or you can select on video and upload the video. What else? You can do autoplay, especially if you have a video. This is audio. This is video settings, autoplay, looping it, and all of those things. There's something called control. The link field over the video must be empty so that it's possible to pause the video. Okay, so control is like, so you could do a play or pause for the video if you added a video here and all of those things. So it does ask you like different types of questions and different settings. You can just leave it at the default settings for this, but that information is there in case you want to tweak it. Now, let's say if you don't want this image overlay, right? Let's say if we were to hide this right now, and let's say we wanted to add something else, you can do so by adding a section. So the difference between a section and a block is that the block is in relation to the section. So this section is image with overlay text. The block that we have for this is mobile settings. Another block we could have added was the buttons. However, if you want to add another section to the website, you would hover over where you want to add that section. So if you want to add it above the image overlay, you would hover above the image overlay and you would add that section. If you wanted to add it below the image overlay, you would hover below the image overlay and add that section. So we're going to do this on top. And here it kind of shows you the different things that you can add, the different sections available. So there are 20 sections available. There's the featured collection, and it gives you a preview right here on the side of what that would look like. There's featured product, there's collection list, there's rich text, there's image with text overlay, which is what we're doing right now. And like I said, I removed the text overlay, which is why you only see the image. There's slideshow. So if you want to do a slideshow, you can do that. There's collage. There's multi-column. There's email sign up. There's contact form, blog posts, custom liquid, where you kind of just put in your custom code here. There's page, brand list, collage of images. There's pretty much so much that you can do. Like I said, there are 20 different options that you can do. And these options vary based on the type of theme that you select. So that is why it is okay to add multiple themes to your site in the draft section so that you can test it out and see what different features each theme have so that you can make the right selection on what theme you want to use for your website. There's also apps that you can add as well. You can integrate different apps that are available to add to your website. Now, if we come down here, there's something that says ticker, right? So I was experimenting with adding a ticker, and I'm just gonna click unsee. And if you ever go on a page and you see something moving like this, that is the ticker. This is available with this theme. It might not be available for some of the other themes that you may have. So that's why I said that you kind of have to think about what exactly it is you're looking for your website, and then kind of like align it with the theme that meets all, if not most, of your needs. And this is where I put in the wording for the ticker. And it says struggling with hyperpigmentation, eczema, or acne scars. And as you can see, when I hover over it, it pauses it. It pauses the ticker. The ticker. So Where I got this information from is if we go back to Pursuit's website, one of the questions it asks is, do you have hyperpigmentation, eczema, acne scars change your life today? And basically what I did is what I've been showing you guys the whole time is I took this, I put it into ChatGPT and I asked it to reword it. And that is how we came up with this. Transform your skin today. Are you struggling with hyperpigmentation, eczema, or acne scars? So there are different features that you can have. You can show them, you can hide them, etc. There's featured collections. So remember, we talked about collections. So this collection here, I had named it Britney's Faves. Um, and this collection is the homepage. But let's say if we created a new collection, and I'm going to create a collection for you guys actually. This is the perfect opportunity for me to create a collection to show you guys how it works. But you would come over here and you would select the collection that you want. Maybe the collection is top sellers. Maybe the collection can be Britney's faves. You know, right now it's just defaulting to the homepage, so it's taking everything. So if I click view all, it's most likely going to show all of it. And you can select how you want the view all button to look. So there's primary, which has the background. There's secondary, which doesn't have a background. And there's link style, which is just a link like so, where you can kind of just click on it like that. And I think I kind of like the link style. So throughout the rest of this site, we're going to experiment if that's how we want to do things. Then there's the product card image ratio. It says adapt to image. If you wanted to make it portrait, it can make it a portrait. If you wanted to make it a square, you can make it a square. If you wanted to make it landscape, you can make it landscape. And if you wanted to make it a circle, you can do that as well. So we're going to keep it to adapt to image. That's fine with us. And if there's information that you want to align, and the information it's referring to is the information down here. So glow, kiss, scrub. Previously, it was on the left. Now it is on the center. And you can also put it on the right. So I think I'm going to keep it center. I like how it looks center. And you can also do a show second image over hover. So if I hover over it right now, it's hovering and showing me add to cart and quick view. But I'm guessing if I do this and I hover over it, it still shows me add to cart and quick view, but it also just shows me the second image that's available for this product. Do you guys have any questions at all? I know this is a lot of information. I know you guys are just taking it all in. But if you guys have any questions, if there's anything that I'm discussing that you don't understand, that you want me to review, now is the time to ask it in the comment section as we're going through this demonstration. So there's just a list of other things that you can do too. There's featured promotions. There's nothing added here. If I select on this, it probably doesn't have a collection added to it or any products attached to it, which is why you don't see anything here. To add the product to it, you would click on these headings that you see here because you can choose how many things you want to feature here. So featured promotion, it just shows you that there's 3 different headings. You can add a block. You would add an extra heading, and then you would see it add an extra item right here. And you choose the heading style that you want. So this heading style that we chose said context text on image. There's also content text below image and content button on image. So I think the other ones were content text below image like so. So this is why this one looks like the others. If you want to delete it, you just come here and you click on the trash button. You come here, you click on the trash button. You control how many featured promotions you want. And when you select on the heading, you can select on the main image that you want to add there. You can also have the button route to something. So this button can route to all products. It can route to a collection, or you can just make it route to that specific product. So here you would just be putting an image, not choosing I guess like product image. So let's say if this is featured promotions, and just kind of think about what the title of this is. So let's say if you had a 50% sale flyer, with images generated from Midjourney in the product, this is where you could put it. And then for the button, you could just click it and it would take you to the image that you are promoting, the product that you're promoting. There's media. Let's see what this is. Media is right here. So if you want to add a video, right, this gives you an example. Share your brand story by adding a video to your store. So, I do YouTube. Let's say if I had this as my theme and I wanted to add like a video of me doing a YouTube tutorial, I could do that. Whatever you want to do. If you have a product and you want to talk about your product and do a quick, 1, 2, like, hi, my name is so and so and I sell this. Welcome to my website. You can do that. And it says that you can use a YouTube video or a Vimeo URL, or you can possibly just upload a video as well if you are not linking it to YouTube or Vimeo. So my whole point is there are just a bunch of different options. It all kind of depends on the theme that you have. You can have this website go on and on and on and be long. This one looks pretty long, and we would probably end up shortening it because there's a lot here, way too much to unpack. Or you can have it short as well. So I do think we're gonna lean towards the shorter side as we are developing this website. Now, if you go all the way to the bottom, this is the footer section right here. So for example, where it says quick links, this is like a quick navigation bar. Where it says heading, this is where you can kind of put in information like your telephone number, showroom, or the address of your business, your hours of operations. Here you can ask someone to subscribe to your email. So this is the email sign up right here. You click on it, it's already embedded onto the footer. If you don't want it to be embedded onto the footer, you can just deselect this where it says show email sign up. And if I do this, it will be gone. If you don't want to see the social media icons, it will be gone. If you don't want to enable people to follow you on shop, that will be gone, even though I don't see it right now anyways, but maybe it's something that needs to be integrated. And when it comes here where it says copyright, show copyright, this is where you can put the year. So you put year in brackets so that it automatically updates the year for you. So you don't have to come back every time the year changes and put 2005, 2006. This says 2004. That's why we put year in the brackets. And you know that. It says all rights reserved. And it says designed by the June creation. And that's because I am designing this website. So that is pretty much like the settings of all of this right here. Now there is other settings too in terms of the color of the website and the theme. So let's say if we came here to theme settings and we went to colors, you can choose the primary colors for the website. You can choose the primary color for the background. Maybe you don't want the background to be white. Maybe you want it to be red. Then you would just select this and you would see that the whole color of the website will change. Maybe you want it to be this bluish teal color. You would see that the whole color of the site would change. But we can keep it at white for now. There are secondary colors for icons, lines, right? A line could be the line under this. What else? Discount. So let's say if something has a discount or has a sale tag, it will have this pinkish reddish color. And just to show you an example of what that looks like, because I have that on my website actually, it probably looks like something like this, where you see the minus 33%. So that's how it would look like, and you select what color you want that to be. So we talked about collections, right? So let's come out of here really quick. I'm going to, okay, make sure you save. And when you save, you'll see up here too that you can see how it looks on the desktop, you can see how it looks on mobile, and you can see how it looks on full screen. So if I select it on mobile, it will show you how the website would look on your mobile website. If I select it on full screen, it will just show you how it will look full screen. So I'm going to get out of here. And I am going to go to collections. So I think I have to go to products and then come to collections here. And you'll see here that we only have one collection, which is the homepage, and that's that body scrub that you saw, the Glow Kiss scrub. That is what is over here. But let's say if you wanted to create a new collection, you can create a collection like so, and you can call it best sellers, right? And it tells you what type of, you don't even need to worry about the description really, because it's not really going to show up anywhere. What's important is the title, the collection type, and the products. Now this says you can either do manual, where you come in and you add products to this collection one by one, or you can do smart, where existing and future products that match the conditions you set will automatically be added to this collection. And remember, I told you two of the most important things when you're creating a product is the collection and the tags. What makes it know what matches your conditions? The tags. So you're going to put in the tag best seller, and it will know that whenever something has that tag, to automatically put it into the bestseller collection. You can do that by collecting on Smart, and you'll see that it shows you the conditions. So it has to be all conditions or any condition. So tag is my favorite one to use, but there are different things too, like price. Let's say if you want to do the 1099 collection, right? Anything that has a price that is equal to 1099 can go into the 1099 collection. So this is pretty much how you add conditions for your collection. So let's say we say that this tag is equal to, I don't know, best sellers. And I am just going to save it. And I am going to go back to the products. And I'm going to go to the golden glow bar. And I'm going to scroll down here to where it says tag. And I'm just going to type in best sellers. And maybe I should have added it first. Let's see if this works, because I'm adding it now. And I'm going to hit save. And let's see if it's in our collection. It's not, but that's okay. We're going to fix that. So let me delete this collection really quick. I'm going to select on delete collection. And we're going to try that again. Let's create the collection. Let's call it best sellers. Let's go to smart. And let's say that the tag is equal to best sellers. Hopefully this links up and syncs up together. And let's hit save. And there you go. Golden glow bar automatically appears into the collection. Now, if I go back to the product again, and let's say if I want Glow Kiss Scrub to be a bestseller, I'm going to come here. So remember, you have to create the tag in the product first. And remember, this was under the homepage collection, right? But we're going to come to the tags and we're going to type in bestsellers. And you're going to see now that it appears here for you. You're going to select on the checkbox and it adds it here. And then you're going to hit save. And once you hit save, you're going to go to the collection. Let me hit refresh because I don't see it in there yet. We don't want Shopify embarrassing me on this live. It's not in there yet, it looks like. Let's see. I don't see it in there yet. Let's take a look at the product again. Okay, so it should be there. Let me remove the homepage as a collection. Maybe because that's there, it's messing up the criteria. Okay, so once I removed, that's what it was. Once I removed homepage, it put it in the smart collection for bestsellers. So now when I go into the collection, I should see that there are 2 products here. And remember, it has to be all conditions. So the condition is that it wasn't any condition. If it was any condition, then it would still pull it in because, you know, the condition is not only tied to the tag being equal to bestsellers. In that example, it was under another collection called homepage. If you wanted to have multiple collections, then you would have to do any condition as opposed to all conditions. And that's because any will be all right, whatever the criteria is, whatever the settings are for this product, I'll take any one of these settings. As long as it matches one of them, I'm going to add it in here. But it needs to match all of them if you want to do all collections. So as you can see here, it has these two things here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the online store. We're going to go to the themes. We're going to go to the unicorn theme trial. We're going to customize it. And we're going to go to where it said Brittany's faves, right? So this was previously linked to the home collection, the homepage collection. We removed everything from that collection. This is a featured collection. We're going to come here, and where it says collection homepage, we're going to do replace, and we're going to do best sellers. And you're going to see that the two things that I added to the bestseller collection is right here. And if I wanted to change the wording here, instead of Britney's faves, if I wanted to call it bestsellers, I could do that as well. Right here where the heading is, and I could change the settings in the description. So like I said, I know this is a lot of information to take in. We have been on the live for almost an hour and a half. So I am going to end it here, guys. Sorry. I feel like we covered a lot today. Let me just save this. We definitely covered a lot. So if you guys have any questions, now is the time to ask. I do want to remind you guys that I do have the 50% off using code Grinchmas. So right now, it says you're previewing Copy of Sleek. And it's doing a preview because I basically created a copy of my website, because this is going to be the one that I'm going to publish on the day of Black Friday, so that you can know what the Black Friday sale is. This is just a sneak peek, but I'll just hit close preview and you would see how my website currently looks like now. This is how it looks right now. And like I mentioned, we do have the one-on-one consultations, which is under branding services. The regular price is $150. But like I said, with code Grinchmas, that's GRINCHMAS, you do get 50% off. And that's going to be $75. Someone said it can only be in one collection at a time. No, it can be in multiple collections at a time. But being that we did the smart collection, instead of having it at all conditions, you need to put the toggle to any condition. When you put all, it makes it only that criteria. Like it could only be in just the stuff. I don't know how to explain it, but okay, it says that you get it. So when you says any, it's just pulling in any information like, oh, this fits into this, let's do that. But if you have it under all, then it's just strictly for what you put there. And that's when it can't be under more than one collection at a time. So 50% off using code Grinchmas for the personalized one-on-one consultations. And basically, it's for entrepreneurs, creators, and visionaries. If you're ready to elevate your online presence with an absolute one-on-one with me, this is the place to do it. I don't know why I just said absolute one-on-one. What is an absolute one-on-one? I meant to say exclusive one-on-one. And you guys get personalized strategy development, AI and tech mastery. So I teach you guys how to leverage the tools for Midjourney, Canva, and other cutting-edge technologies that is specific for you and your brand. When I get on these lives, I cannot cover everyone's brand. I just do something general. This is specific to you and your brand. We do content creation support. So whether you want to know about creating flyers for sales, YouTube thumbnails, digital content, it all depends on your brand. There is a form that you fill out that kind of gives you information on it. My Heart and Soul Creation says, I learned a lot. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Brittany Ashley says, this is why she will win, because she's real. She absolutely wants us to win. Absolutely. No gatekeeping. No gatekeeping. I am the original of no gatekeeping. A lot of people have said that, they've come to my channel and that this is the first time they've kind of found a channel like this where people don't gatekeep and you just kind of get the information and actually learn from it. So I do have all of this with the Elevate one-on-one session with Mel. And you are going to leave the session feeling inspired and empowered, and able to turn your ideas into results like it says. We also have the stock images. So for those of you who are in the beauty industry, if you have, or if you know someone in the beauty industry, like there are Midjourney AI prompts for lace front wigs. So that way, I'm just working on creating more collections. It's hard sometimes to kind of have to do everything yourself sometimes. So it takes time to add stuff in, but you're gonna see a lot more stuff too during the Black Friday sale that I'm working on. And for this, like, I generated these images using Midjourney and Canva. So let's say if you are a hairstylist, you sell wigs, like there's no need anymore to buy every single wig that that vendor has. You got your vendor. Now you're just gonna generate your own images of the wigs. No need to hire a photographer or anything of the sorts. Same thing for the lippies. Then there's just also the pretty in pink. So this is just a variety of pretty women in pink. There's the sunflower series, which I just thought was really cute. So I created these images. There's Vintage Glam Luxe. There's the Pretty Grinch image collection. So we talked a lot about creating Grinch inspired content because Christmas is coming. So this doesn't include Midjourney prompts. It's just an image collection. So you can get a bunch of images in here. I believe it has over 40 images. I think it has 46. And there is the Boss Babe ebook cover collection, which is also very popular. The original price is $15. I've had it on sale for $10 for a while, but with the 50% off using code Grinchmas, you're actually going to get it for $5, which is a steal. And it has over 50 bold and chic images and counting. I don't even think it's 50 anymore. I think it's in the 70s. And you can use this for ebook covers. You can use it for your Instagram posts. Like, if you're creating a flyer, anything that you're doing, it just has a mix of different images. I call it the Boss Babe ebook cover image collection, but it doesn't only have to be limited to ebooks. You can use it for flyers and stuff as well. Then moving on to the Canva templates. Like I mentioned, this is a new product right here. For those of you guys who are on Etsy, okay, Etsy does want you to have nice mock-ups of your images with video. They always recommend that you add at least one video. So this has 70 Etsy listing mock-ups with video. So 70 images like this where you can just drag and drop your mock-up into the template. You can change the colors. This is editable in Canva. And this is how an example of the video would look. So once you've added in your products, then it will just come together like this in a video. Really simple, but that's all that Etsy asks of you, and that is $10. But with code Grinchmas, you do get 50% off, so that would be $5. There are other Canva templates as well, but I also want to do a special highlight for the free courses. Obviously, you guys are following me on YouTube, which is the best source to watch all free videos that I provide for you guys. But I also highlight a few of them on my website as well if you want to go check it out. These are a few of my favorites, which was a live where I was doing mastering Canva and Midjourney AI with creating stunning content in real time, which we do every day. Today, and with this brand that we're designing the website for, we were doing it for a lot of beauty products, but in this one, you're going to find it with like a lot of people and just a lot of different topics as well. There's the #1 guide for creating a faceless YouTube channel with AI. Clearly, my YouTube channel is faceless. But you guys have seen my little AI character here and there pop up. You guys have also seen the Grinch AI character pop up in the beginning. So this kind of just shows you how to do something like that. Create a talking avatar. Some of us don't want to talk. Some of us don't want to show our face in the video. So you can create a talking avatar, and whatever it is you want to talk about, whether it's story time, whether it is a tutorial, whatever the case may be. This video is a step-by-step guide on how to create your own talking head avatar in minutes. And this image was used in the likeness. I used this as an image reference from one of my images to create this animated version of it. And then, of course, there's Dreamlab. We talk about Canva so much, and there are new products for Canva like Dreamlab. So I kind of just went into a step-by-step guide on how to create AI enhanced designs using Canva, because we've talked about Dolly, we've talked about Midjourney. Now we got to talk about Canva Dreamlab, which uses Leonardo AI. So just a little bit for you guys. My website is under construction because there's some more stuff that I need to add that I haven't had a chance to add yet. So if you look under ebooks, you'll see that there are no products. I do have an ebook in the works for you guys. Hopefully I'll have it up on the site by Black Friday. But that's pretty much the bulk of it. Like I said, there is 50% off everything on the website using code Grinchmas. And if you're not already subscribed to me on YouTube, make sure you do subscribe now. Not tomorrow, not next week. Subscribe right now. So that is all, you guys. I'm gonna leave you with this information that I provided with you today. Tomorrow we're probably gonna get back at it again. Sometimes I don't go live on Wednesdays, so that is why it's important to be on the Facebook group, so that you can catch the announcement on whether or not I will be live. Sometimes I do try to take a day off from these things, but most of the times I am live. But stay tuned. Check out the Facebook group for that announcement. And yeah, thank you so much. My heart and soul said I have Pretty Grinch and Boss Babe. I needed that for $5. See, exactly. You guys are buying. I've been seeing a lot of orders coming through over the past week. Especially because I'm giving you guys these tutorials and I want you guys to be able to have the elements. Not everyone has Midjourney. Not everyone is ready to invest in Midjourney yet. So I'm showing you how to use it, but I'm also giving you guys the Midjourney elements and images that I'm creating as well. So 50% off. So I'm going to leave it at that, www.thejunecreation.com, and I will talk to you guys probably tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone.